I'm Steve Johnson, News Director of theDove TV. Watch more videos from the Dove newsroom at theDove.us. Good morning, I'm Tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. In the news today, President Obama calling the Islamic State thugs, killers, and a cult of death. He says they represent a tiny faction of the Muslim community. In an address to the nation last night, the president said the West is not at war against Islam and cautioned Americans not to single out Muslims. He also restated that he doesn't want ground troops in the Middle East.
We should not be drawn once more into a long and costly ground war in Iraq or Syria. That's what groups like ISIL want. They know they can't defeat us on the battlefield. ISIL fighters were part of the insurgency that we faced in Iraq. But they also know that if we occupy foreign lands, they can maintain insurgencies for years, killing thousands of our troops.
Now, Florida Senator Marco Rubio says people are growing scared because we have a president who's completely overwhelmed by the terrorist threat. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush said Obama has finally been forced to abandon the political fantasy he's perpetuated for years that the threat of terrorism was receding. Well, polling agency projections suggest the far-right National Front took the lead in the first round of France's regional elections. Several polling agencies projected that the National Front won between 27% and 30% support in Sunday's voting, followed by former President Nicolas Sarkozy's Republicans Party and President Francois Hollande's governing Socialists. While the anti-immigration National Front had significant support Sunday, the party may not be able to translate that into a victory in the second round of voting December 13th for leadership of France's 13 newly drawn regions. Well, in just a few weeks, the Oregon legislature will convene for their 2016 session. District 3 Representative Carl Wilson of Grants Pass expects that one of the big topics will be possibility that of raising the minimum wage as proposed by Governor Kate Brown and majority Democrats. Another topic, he says, will be housing.
The state of Oregon, by Governor Brown's estimation, needs to get involved in owning affordable housing. You know, I thought that we saw how the projects went back east especially, and that was a resounding failure over time. And apparently we're running headlong into doing something like that again.
Now, Wilson indicates frustration that his colleagues on the other side of the aisle proposed legislation he described as unsustainable. His contention is that the Democratic agenda is mostly devoted to building constituencies. National Weather Service issuing a high surf advisory for the North and Central Oregon coast and the South Washington coast. Advisory went into effect yesterday and extends through today. Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for our area. And for Northern California and Wairika, a good chance for rain today. Cloudy tomorrow, then rain coming back in on Wednesday with highs in the mid-50s to mid-40s. Moving into the Klamath Basin, good chance for rain today as well with a high of 47, a 20% chance tomorrow with a high of 53, rain and possible snow flurries starting on Thursday. As we move along the Oregon coastal area, rain for the next week as foreseeable as we can see. 60 degrees the high today, 62 tomorrow, then into the 50s for the rest of the week. Moving in the Bend area of central Oregon, rain expected today with a high of 53, 56 tomorrow, rain coming back in on Wednesday, high of only 39 expected by Friday. And for southern Oregon in the Medford, Grants Pass, and Ashland area, 100% chance of rain today, lessening tomorrow, and then rain expected to come back on Wednesday. And that is a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest on the Dove.